So today I'm going to read a Plog called Praise is Natural. Ah. Praise is a simple natural instinct provided in all real souls by divine itself. When one encounters something holistically better or higher than oneself, one automatically praises. If one doesn't, that means one is overriding the natural instinct deliberately for some agenda. That's where evil is born. On this twisted, jealous path, one will use praise not for what one finds truly higher than oneself, but for that through which one can fulfill some unwholesome agenda. In the end, nothing is actually gained except the evolution. Wow, that was beautifully said or written. That was beautiful. And he's very right that like praise is a natural thing that beings do. It's like in this world today, beings praise celebrities and they praise themselves, they praise their friends, their family, and just like they praise everything but the thing that they should be praising, which is the most interesting. And you can see like these celebrities don't have any praiseworthy qualities, or they don't have any kind of like exciting or alluring thing about them. And that goes in the same category as as their friends or their family or their boyfriend, girlfriend, because like especially in relationships, like each party wants to be praised by the other. Like the boyfriend wants to be praised by the girlfriend, and the girlfriend wants to be praised by the boyfriend. And it's like a really like an unwholesome act to do. Like beings just they just like how P says, like beings can only handle other beings that are on their level, so they would actually praise that which is on their level or even lower than themselves, instead of praising a being that's actually higher than themselves and more interesting, and actually a being that can raise them higher and evolve them. But beings just are suckers for pain, and they just like inherently like lazy, and they don't want to do the right action, or they don't want to do actions to actually evolve themselves, or do the actions, or do what it takes to actually become a blissful being. And it really all comes down to a being's ego, and like their ego causes them to have jealousy. And just when they come in front of P, like you can see beings like that expose themselves, and they show that they're actually really jealous, like in behaviors like saying like just any kind of behavior that that beings do when they're jealous. Like they would, you know, they would like for in on YouTube, for example, they would troll, like some beings would troll P, or they would act very like audacious and very annoying and bratty, like how P said about like bound rats. And that's how they are. Like these beings are, they don't have any kind of bliss, they can't generate their own bliss, and they really they just use their time in like a very unnatural and crazy way. Instead of using their energy to actually praise the higher and do the right actions, they just do the complete opposite. And like how P says that like if one doesn't praise, then that means one is overriding the natural instinct deliberately. And that's very true, because even when beings see how amazing and how radiant and how brilliant P really is, and they don't speak that out, then it's like a thing where it's like a hesitation. Like beings, like they see that he's like this next level being, but they just don't verbalize that. Yeah, beings just don't verbalize the facts. Like they don't speak the facts. Like if they see P is doing like this like these amazing actions and these and manifesting things that have never been seen before, naturally a being would just really be struck with awe and wonder and interest, and like like even your whole being would say, oh wow, how did he do that? Or like how is nature able to, how is he able to connect with nature? And just those things that I'm sure like a lot of beings have in the back of their mind, but they don't actually express that because they have jealousy, and they have, and their ego just gets in the way, and they just don't want to allow themselves to just speak what is truth and what is the fact. And if beings actually take that action to speak facts and to pay attention to what is divine and what is natural, then they can actually move towards that which they pay attention to, and actually embody that which they pay attention to. And it's like the easiest thing, and it's very very natural, like how one gave the example of the difference between a canvas which is blank and a canvas which is filled with a bunch of colors and different kinds of facets and different kinds of things. Like a being would be more attracted to something that multiple has multiple things going on, like in a very beautiful, magical kind of way. And like how P says that like if beings don't praise the higher or do what is natural, then nothing would actually become of that. Like nothing would be gained, and beings would just go down lower. Like how P said in one of his talks, like he said that if beings just pay attention to themselves or pay attention to others that are not interesting, then they're just gonna go lower. Like how he said, if you put your attention towards the higher, then you'll go up. And it's like no other place you can go is up. When you pay attention to the higher, you praise the higher, you bow to the higher, and you serve the higher. But if you pay attention to yourself and you praise yourself and you praise others, then you're just gonna stay stuck where you are, and then you're just gonna go down lower because you're putting your attention on things that are unnatural and not fractal or natural in nature. So, yeah.